Well, hello, everyone. It's Anahata. How are you? I am back from my beautiful journey over 2 weeks through Croatia, Montenegro, and Greece. And I wanted to do this quick introductory to a very interesting concept. If you haven't heard of epigenetics yet, I did an entire podcast about it earlier, just a few days ago. I'll put the link in the description of this video. And it's very interesting because scientists have found that we don't just receive information on our DNA via gene expression from our parents and ancestors, but also the information and energy around it, and primarily emotional. Now, of course, we are built to survive, and so it's helpful to get these memos beyond our own experiences as to what to avoid, and just to keep us alive. However, this does mean that you are carrying up to 7 generations of information that is emotional, that is affecting your ability to choose the path that you desire, despite your willingness and wanting to do so. What does that mean? It means you may have a goal that you are super excited about, but there's these patterns that keep coming back into your reality, and it's very confusing because you thought you worked through that. And so it could be that there is some components to your energy field. And if you're not sure what a field is, it is your grid around you. And I did a workshop that's streaming now. If you'd like to go check that out, absolutely do so. All of this information can be found at thefrequencywand.com. We'll get to that in just a second. But there's a free workshop there that really teaches you to activate a wellness field, a grid. You already have one, but you get to choose as an alchemist the things in your field that aren't working for your vision and prune them, right? This is alchemy. This is transmutation. This is consciously zooming past your current identity to examine the pieces of you that are holding you back so that you can upgrade and up-level. And part of that resonance of what you're magnetizing is your epigenetics. And so this week's assisting frequency, I have a podcast as well as well water. We infuse into the water the assistance via Anahata codes, which I have been channeling for almost 8 years now. And so this week, I wanted to just explore with you and explain this quantum hack that has the power to transform things beyond your conscious awareness that are in your energy field. Specifically, today, I want to talk about emotion, because emotion, boy, does that get real quickly, right? We think thoughts which activate emotional responses based on memories. These memories don't have to even be our own. And some people call it a trigger, where there's something being activated within you that you're responding to via fear, not necessarily the vibration of fear, but fear-based, which is the reason why in my book, the Anahata Codes, Book of Codes, there is a chapter called Fear-Based Emotion Assisting Frequencies, because emotions are energy, right? And in fact, emotions activate a lot of neurochemicals in our body. In fact, Joe Dispenza, if you've heard of him, Dr. Joe, he has come out and said quite plainly again and again, and it's backed by science, that we get addicted to our own dysfunction because it feels normal. So our personalities become our personal realities. Over time, we want to be in these grooves, even if they don't serve us, because it's who we are. And so I teach you all to zoom out past your personal identity into the unification field of limitlessness, choosing what you desire. Who do you want to be? How would that person act? Where would they go? What would they do? And the more that you can vision your wish fulfilled as a memory already so, the universe coordinates and brings those people, places, and things that match that. So part of your sovereignty involves you understanding all the layers that are magnetizing things to you. including the epi, the above. So let's talk about what is epi again. I did a whole podcast this week about it. You can listen. I'll put the link in the description of the video. Epi is a prefix, and I love prefixes. They are also a category in my book of codes, the Anahata codes, in the alchemy category. Why? Because alchemy means that you change the energy and you change the manifestation of the mass. You transmute. And you can do this with emotional energy as well, because fear and love aren't opposite. They are various rungs of the same frequency. It just depends on where you want to reside. The dense, lower, fear-based, destructive, erratic, incoherent, isolating resonance, or the elevated, divine, unified, clear. And this is the spot where you can choose. And if you address the epi, what's going on the outside, that's the prefix epi. It means above, around, upon, beside. And when you use prefixes in a spelling, right? Words are vibration. You can edit the energy and information, but I like to do this on a cellular level. So if you are listening and you have an iTerra frequency wand, I call it thefrequencywand.com, raise your hand. And if you don't, and you want to find out more information about this beautiful machine that basically blasts terahertz cellularly, it goes through your body. It's a beautiful process of remembrance, because terahertz is the resonance of wholeness, and all healing is a return to the memory of wholeness. So when you can sing songs of wholeness, that's a workshop I'm doing on Sunday. If any of this is resonating with you, come into my Assisting Frequencies group. I've got a free workshop for you all planned Sunday, not today, next Sunday. What is that? The 18th. Okay, Sunday at 5 p.m. Save the date. And the workshop is going to be all about how to do that and the importance of alchemizing your inner to reflect externally. This is cellular into planetary vibrancy. And vibrancy is simply your ability to live fully and your capacity to generate and activate prana, life-giving energy. And we do that through connectivity. We do that through taking ownership of our total energy signature. We do that by becoming the sole author of our lives and making edits to the external stuff that we may not even know is affecting our vibration. So back once again to Epi. If you take the assisting frequency of Epi, which is in my book of codes, and you add it to the emotion that is something you want to work through, you can actually edit past resonance that is affecting you beyond your conscious mind. They have seen that it goes back 7 generations. Something that happened to your great, 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 great grandmother that was encoded as a warning. You pass it down and suddenly you're reacting in a way that doesn't make any logical sense because it's above the gene. It's an emotional component epigenetically. If you take that vibration, let's just say anxiety, and you pair it with Epi, now you're getting into some fun alchemy. Now you're getting into instructing your energy layers to look beyond and around the vibration of anxiety within your body, to resolve it, to release it, to let it go. When you see a pattern, you change the pattern just by gazing at it. So when you focus with intention and the wand, so here's the hack, guys. Grab a glass of water, 4 ounces is enough. Write down the code for Epi, and then choose the vibration from the book of codes that you're struggling with. If it's, again, this starts on page 215. There's a whole section of fear-based emotion assisting frequencies, whatever you're struggling with, or perhaps you're a coach and you're helping someone. There's, you know, I started out my journey as a certified emotion code practitioner and quickly realized the importance of working with your emotional layers and optimizing via releasing and letting go of trapped emotions. But there is a thing called ancestral emotions, right? That you may not even be aware of that could be affecting your fullness. So, you know, let's say there's something going on with you being defensive. This is just an example, 216, defensiveness. You can take Epi, the code for Epi, plus defensiveness, the code for defensive, the assisting frequency for the code of defensiveness, and pair them together and place it on the water. Now, usually, if you don't have a wand, it will take 6 hours for that water to carry and activate that essence. And then you drink it and your body gets the upgrade. However, the hack is if you have a frequency wand, thefrequencywand.com, and you wand the water with the label around it. So again, you write down the code for Epi, you write down the code for whatever trigger you're having. Look, this one's good, failure. Who couldn't stand to upgrade their full resonance 7 generations back regarding the fear of failure, right? This is just limitless stuff, doubt. If you feel like, oh, you know, I could do that, but I doubt that, you know, what's going on around your energy layers that's causing you to relapse into a state of doubt. So again, you write down Epi plus the emotion that you want to work through and resolve ancestrally, and you place it with the words love and gratitude on the water, and you wand the water for 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Only 4 ounces of water, remember, not a lot. Make sure the label is facing the water because the water is seeing it. It's not about you, it's about the water going, oh yeah, I remember that one. And again, this is singing songs of wholeness, cellularly and planetarily. That is the name of the workshop. Come into my group, Assisting Frequencies, and the link will be in the description of this video. But I just wanted to give you this quantum hack for all of you wanders out there. Now, if you're watching this and you've heard of the wand from someone else, don't buy it through me. Go to the person who introduced you to this beautiful device. If it was me, absolutely purchase it through me. But otherwise, go through the person who spoke to you first about this amazing revolutionary device using terahertz and scalar energy to sanctify the cellular structure via water of your body and physically water. I wrote a best-selling book called Light, Memory, and Alchemist's Guide to Waterbending. Check that one out as well. Now, if all of this is blowing your mind and you're like, whoa, and so one quick thing, you know, you wand it for 60 seconds to 2 minutes, you drink that water, it's going to upgrade on a cellular level the epigenetics that is not serving you. It is absolutely incredible. So if there is something that's been triggering you for a while and you've been working through it and you just don't understand why you keep coming around with the same results again and again and again, you get triggered perhaps. I always like to say triggers are an alert. They aren't bad. They're nothing to disown. It's optimization data. It's alerting you as to where your programming is in response to the circumstance that's being presented to you. And that's the beauty of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. When you decide you're going to edit your vibration to resonate with the best you, you can transcend old patterns effortlessly through, in part, water plus codes plus thefrequencywand.com. And if you don't have one yet, purchase one through me. If you've heard about it through someone else, go somewhere else, go there, right? But it's affordable for anyone, and it's a hack because then you don't have to wait 6 hours. Of course, if you don't have one, you can write it on the water, wait, and drink it. But if you have one, this is a quantum application of the frequency wand. And so wand it for 60 seconds to 2 minutes, drink that water, and voila, you are editing and pruning the triggers that are epigenetically represented on your emotional layers. And you'll find you will have less and less triggers. And see, that's the key to transformation. You simply, through your sovereignty, decide to respond in new ways. And when you take control of your entire energy signature, not just the known responses, because that's 10%. We are 90% subconscious, including ancestral, past lives, all of these things that come with who we are. We can begin to become the sole author of our lives and transmute, right? We can say, oh, am I struggling with guilt? Let's see what I can shed epigenetically from ancestors that no longer serves me via Epi, the code, guilt, assisting frequency, the code, on water with the words love and gratitude, wanding for 60 seconds to 2 minutes, drinking that elixir, and wow, 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 wow. So I hope this message meets you well. And if you are intrigued, I'm going to spout off quite a few places you can go to learn more. The first one is my podcast. I just did a 12-minute segment on the power of Epi, if that intrigues you. The second is my Assisting Frequencies Facebook group, where I will be hosting a free workshop next Sunday, the 18th of September at 5 p.m. Eastern. And that's going to be all about cellular to planetary vibrancy. And we are going to be exploring together. I just want to share actually the group. I'm going to share my screen so you can see where I am. I think. I thought we could. Let me see here. There we go. And so we're going to be here in this group. Oh, that's me live streaming. Here, okay? This is the image you'll look for. And so the workshop's called Sing Songs of Wholeness, Cellular and Planetary Vibrancy. I'm going to teach you more about this. And really, guys, this is grid work. This is grid work. So there is a workshop in replay now, replaying in a few hours and every 3 hours that you can go to. And it's at thefrequencywand.com. So that's the third link I'll give you. The podcast, the link to my group. Join us. It's a free digital event. Again, Sunday, September 18th. It's going to be an hour long. And you know me, I love terahertz. I love the amplification and sanctification available through blasting the component of the elixir water, working with the liquid supercomputer that is water to transform your wholeness. I mean, back to wholeness, right? It's a return to the memory of wholeness. It's remembering that we are all things already and that we get to choose how we express, how we respond. And it is our response to our environment which magnetizes the people, places, and things that support that. So you get who you're vibrating, not who you want to be. So start being, as Gandhi said, be the change. And you can overwrite and edit anything that's standing in your way. It's a matter of identity. The only reason why you don't have something that you desire is because currently it's outside of your identity. It's not your reality. And I know it's a catch-22, but there are biohacks to expand your consciousness to super consciousness, which includes everything, so that you can just decide who you want to be, what you want to have, where you want to go, and you just effortlessly align with it when you vision it as a future memory and you systematically make edits to any resistance that's showing up. Again, it's not negative, it's optimization data. It's just alerting you as to the resonance you're currently on so that you can then shift. Sort of like a GPS, right? You're shifting through life, you're meeting with things, we are encountering, we're deciphering, seeing, tasting, touching, feeling, we're responding. Nothing's happening to us, it's happening through us. And I want you to remember who you are and why you're here, and the things we can do to transform the world on a cellular level so that that magnifies out globally, as within, so without, as above, so below. You are the alchemist of your life, and what you do matters, literally. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope that this quantum hack gives you an advantage in your resonance right now. It's very effective. Try it. You know, if you don't have the book of codes, come into the group, ask, what is the code for? Whatever you need, right? What is this? What emotion are you struggling with the most? Or what patterns in your life that you're meeting that don't serve you? What's the emotional vibration of that? And ask for it. We'll give you the code plus Epi. You can tape it to the water with the words love and gratitude. You can wand it if you have a wand. If you don't, thefrequencywand.com, and you drink it. And what lies before is what vibes before. And when you can clean up all of that ancestral epigenetical, it's not even a word, epigenetic stuff, suddenly you are quantum leaping into a new timeline of resonance because that has been resolved. Okay, you up level. That's what I mean by up level. You literally go from the resonance you were into a new, higher, more unified, more coherent. And when things resolve in that way, you see things quicker because things manifest more quickly because it's not confusing. You're no longer being pulled in two directions. One, your subconscious magnetism, and two, where you want to go. That's the gap. And that's a hard place to be, right? You want to be here, but you're here. Well, now you can be here, like be here. All right, guys. Mwah, mwah. Much love to you. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much for joining me. And follow me if you want more of this. Join the group, check out the podcast, and I hope to see you in the workshop. And for more information on the Frequency Wand, go to thefrequencywand.com. Blessed day. Bye for now.